So you're thinking of moving to Clinton, Maryland? Well, look no further, you're in the right spot. This video, we're going to talk about all things Clinton, Maryland, and actually sitting in a restaurant here in Clinton, just have myself a little lunch. But Meza is a phenomenal spot here in one of the Clinton shopping centers. And we're going to talk about, I'm going to show you some new construction properties here if you're looking for something to call your home. And then stay to the end because I'm also going to show you one of my new listings that is here in Clinton, and it's all you have to do is turn the key and walk in and call it your own. So you don't want to miss that. I wanted to get into all that right now. If you're new here, my name is Brittany Stinney. I'm a realtor, proudly serving the DMV area, all things real estate. And I am so excited just to talk to you about Clinton, Maryland, because I just think it's a beautiful place here in Maryland. And now before we get into anything, make sure you subscribe and turn your notifications on, because even if Clinton's not for you, even though I think it might be, but if it's not, you want to make sure you stay in tune because we're talking about all things DC, Maryland, and Virginia on this channel. So I'm going to be showing you all the little good pieces of this area, maybe even some of the bad. I don't think there's any bad, but we're going to be talking about all that here. So make sure you have those notifications on. We're going to get into all that. Now, if you're looking to move in the next 9 days or the next 90 days, go ahead and hit my contact below and hop on my calendar. I would love to talk to you about your home goals. And look, let's go ahead and talk about Clinton because this might be the next spot for you. All right, now these luxury townhomes that I'm going to show you again here in Clinton, Maryland, new construction. And they all have 2-car garages, so that's nice. Now you probably see behind me, we recently had a snowstorm, so I'm gonna get inside because it's cold. Plus, I want to show you this beautiful property, so let's take a look. All right, so here we are in this new construction property in Clinton, Maryland, and it is such a charming property, y'all. Now, these townhomes, they have a few lots available still, and most of the lots they have available are what's called a quick move-in, meaning you're not going to have a lot of options to make upgrades, but it makes it easy on your end because all you have to do is sign on the dotted line and get your key, right? Well, when it's ready. But I would on that note recommend that you reach out to myself and get in those comments if you're thinking about new construction, because sometimes people think, oh, it's new construction, there's not issues, but honestly, it's still good to have somebody on your side. So that way you have someone looking over everything, making sure everything's in order, and that you feel comfortable walking into your new home. And also, even with new construction, y'all, make sure you get your home inspection. That's a little tip right there. So for these properties, the lowest price is around $489, and they're gonna go up to around $523, a little, give or take a few $1,000, but that's around the price point for these properties. But they're very well done. As you can see, I'm in the kitchen area. So I walked up from that first floor, and now on that first floor, you have access to your 2-car garage. You have the front door, of course. There is another room down there that can be used as an office space or a bedroom, and they have a full bathroom down there. So that's nice on that main level. You have it right there. And that can be used even as a man cave if you want to do that. But again, as you can see behind me, very expansive floor plan. I'll swing around so you can see this space. Really nice. We don't always have snow here like this in Maryland, but like I said, we just got hit with a snowstorm. So you get to see snow bunnies today, but let's take a look at the rest of the property. All right, now before we head upstairs, I want to show you here, we have a deck. We love a good deck, right, y'all? It's so important, well, to me, I think, to have that personal outdoor space. So you can see that we have it here. Now, compared to some other townhomes we have, I'm, honest, this probably isn't the largest deck that I've seen, but it's still a great space. You can get a grill out there. You can let a dog out if you need to. Well, don't let them do his business in there, but you can let them kind of hang out if they need to. But you can get an understanding of the size by kind of looking at the neighbors behind us. And we are above your 2-car garage. So that's a nice feature. Now, on that note, make sure you have your notifications on and subscribe to the channel so that way you find out about more properties coming to this area. Because again, right now we're in Clinton, Maryland, but we are talking all things DC, Maryland, Virginia on this channel. So make sure you have those notifications on, and also make sure you stay to the end, because again, I'm going to show you a move-in ready property if you don't want to wait for new construction, but it's actually priced a little lower than these townhomes. It's not as new, but it's amazing, has beautiful charm, and you just turn that key and call it home. So stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, let's keep talking about this property. I said I was going to go upstairs and I lied, because I wanted to show you on this main level, you have a half bath. So that's always a benefit. And again, you have a full bath on the floor beneath me. And now we're just gonna go up one level and check out the bedrooms. I wish I had just been recording myself. I didn't want you guys to catch me winded, but actually said, ooh, when I came into the room, because this is a very large primary bedroom for a townhome. I'm gonna walk you in, and as you see, there are additional bedrooms behind me, and so they're not too far as you can see, but let me swing around and show you this primary. I mean, that's a nice ceiling height, y'all. And you can see around me, you have lots of natural light, even on kind of like a gloomy day as we have right now, but great natural light. And I'm gonna come around back here, and you have your walk-in closet. Let's back into it. It's pretty large. Actually, it's very large. So, and you have some attic space up here, but this is a large closet space. And you can, if it's just for one person or for two people, I honestly think you probably, if you needed to, you could share this closet. If not, I know how some women get, you don't have to, but I think this is a really great closet space. And we're gonna walk around here. Now that is your only closet, so you're either gonna need to kick somebody out and make them have a closet down there, or be willing to share. But this room is a really, really great size. Now we're gonna back into here. We have your primary bathroom. I'll give you a better view of that, but it's a really, really nice size. Okay, I'm just gonna show you from a different angle, and I'm gonna zoom up, but these ceilings have a phenomenal height for a townhome. And if you've seen any of my other videos about townhomes, I personally love to show townhomes that don't feel like a townhome. I think often sometimes people think townhomes, they think it's small, it's cramped, it's like an apartment, but that's not the case. So this gives you a lot of space, and again, some really nice ceiling height. You can just see how large, and I believe this is a king. So you still have a lot of space in here. Very nice. Okay, so this is a 3-bedroom townhome, and we have 1 bedroom here. And if I swivel over here, you have your 3rd bedroom. And now you just walk a few steps down here, and you have a full bath. So the kids or the guests or whomever can have their space. They have their own bath, and then you right here in this bedroom. So what do you think? Could you call this home? Let me know in the comments. Let me know your thoughts on this townhome. And now let's go check out something else. Before we head to the next spot, let me tell you a few additional features of this neighborhood that I think you're gonna love. So right now they have quick move-in properties that I mentioned earlier, and the interest rate on these properties is 4.75, y'all. So that's pretty good. And not all their lots are available, but there's still a good amount. So it is easy for you to call this neighborhood your home. I personally love that it's kind of tucked away from all the hustle and bustle of Clinton, but it's also very easy to get back on the major roads. That way you can get back into wherever you're going, whether you're going to the base, or you're trying to get into DC, or you need to go to Upper Marlboro or Brandywine or wherever. You're not far from that. Now, speaking of Brandywine, if you don't know about Brandywine, make sure you subscribe and turn on your notifications, or check out my video where we talk about townhomes in Brandywine. But why I'm mentioning that is because where we're located now in Clinton, you're not far from Crane Highway, a particular portion of Crane Highway, or 310 if you want, but Crane Highway, where there are a ton of restaurants, a ton of shops and stores and all those things. So if you need to run out to Target, it's there. If you need to run out to Walmart, it's there. If you want to go to TJ Maxx, y'all know I love some TJ Maxx, but if you want to go to TJ Maxx or Home Goods or DSW or any of those things, they're all located on that portion of Crane Highway. Again, that's more so in Brandywine, but it's not far from here where we are right now at all. So that's another thing about Clinton that's pretty cool. You're very accessible to a lot of things nearby. Now, while I was at the properties, the main person that was there unfortunately wasn't able to answer all my questions, but it's okay because someone did give me a call afterwards to follow up. And what I found out is that there actually are 2 preferred lenders that you can work with. You can work with any lender, but oftentimes builders will have preferred lenders, and these lenders offer some incentives. So one of the options that they have is that 4.75 interest rate that I mentioned to you. And that is with one lender, and with that, that's going to be an FHA loan, and they're able to provide $20K towards closing costs. So that's phenomenal. Now, if you do want to go more of the conventional loan route, they have another lender that they can connect you to. And again, you can use any lender that you want, but sometimes there's these builder incentives, and this particular builder is offering 100% financing with no PMI, and that can be pretty phenomenal. So that's something you might want to think about. And what that will allow you to do is to be able to bring very little to the table rather than having to come to the table with a large amount of money. Most people, what they were recommending are that lender are coming to the table with like $4,000 or $5,000 to get the property. So that might be something you want to look into. Now, again, these properties are 3 bedrooms, some even 4 bedrooms. And again, on that main level, you didn't see that room where you first came in. And that's because it was being used as the office space for the people working there. So I wasn't able to really show it. But that could be used as an additional bedroom for some of the properties that have that room. So what do you think? I mean, pretty great layout, right? Beautiful townhomes, new construction here in Clinton, Maryland. And you can have a move-in ready property, or if you do want one that's more customizable, they have those options. Those are going to start in the mid fives, depending on what kind of options you want to do. And then you also have your 2-car garage on these properties. Now, again, if you don't want to do maybe new construction or you want a single family home, I'm going to show you a single family home in Clinton, Maryland that is about to hit the market, priced in the mid fours. And this property is a little older than new construction, but it is going to give you a lot of warmth, a lot of character, a pool, all those good things. So no HOA. Let's go ahead and check that out next. So you've seen new construction here in Clinton, and now I'm going to show you a property that's totally different, but is actually on the market right now. And this is actually my new listing here in Clinton, Maryland. But why I'm so excited to show you this is because it is totally different from the new construction, right? This is an older home, but it's owned by one family that has had it for years. So you're not dealing with multiple homeowners with this property. It has been well loved, well maintained, and so well maintained that your major systems like your HVAC and your roof, all those major systems that everybody's generally kind of worried about as a homeowner, those have all been recently updated. So you can move in with a peace of mind knowing that your home is good to go. Now, because this home is a little older, you might move in and say, you know what, this is perfect. Or you might move in and say, you know what, I want to put my own spin on this. I want to do some updates. And if you do, really all the updates you need are cosmetic. Now, this layout is totally different, so that also is a benefit compared to a new construction townhome that I just showed you. This is a split foyer-level home, so that means you have 2 levels as opposed to needing to go up and down 3 flights of stairs. That makes it very friendly and very easy on your knees if you're getting a little older. I am not judging, but that could be a great feature. The other benefit of this property is that it's a single-family home. You have a fenced backyard with a pool, by the way. Now, you could make that yard your own, spruce up the pool if you want to. Keep in mind when I show it to you today, it's still cold and we're still in the winter, so you're not going to see the pool at its full glory. But just imagine, you're in the summertime, you're sitting outside, enjoying a nice glass of lemonade by the pool at your new home. That's what I want you to picture as we walk through this property. But I think you're going to love it because the other feature too about this particular community is there's no HOA. And something else that I really love about Clinton is the neighborhood community. And that's what you feel when you come in this property and when you drive through this neighborhood. I actually had another listing in Clinton that literally just closed a few days ago. And it sold so fast we didn't even have a chance to put the for sale sign on the yard. But one of the neighbors, when I was pulling out, taking off the lockbox, they said, "Hey, is Mr. So-and-so here?" And again, they didn't even know the house had hit the market because it sold that fast. And I was, giving them an update. But what I loved about that is that, again, just shows that community of Clinton, that someone knew enough to know, hey, where's Mr. So-and-so? We haven't seen him in a little while. He moved upstate with his family, but they were asking about him. And that's what you feel when you come in Clinton. Unless you just don't want to be around people, you want to keep to yourself. But in general, there's this community vibe in Clinton, and people know each other well, and they take care of each other. So that's something to think about when you think about moving to Clinton. Tell you a little bit more about this property. It is 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, a little over 2,000 square feet. So you're going to get a lot of space, and there's tons of natural light. So I think you're going to really like that. But you know what? Let me take you around, give you a tour, and then in the comments, let me know your thoughts. What do you think? Could we call this home? Fun fact about me, if without fail, no matter how many times I do a video, I'm probably going to say something kind of crazy by accident. So if you just want to be entertained and see me make a fool of myself, just stay tuned to the end because I like to include bloopers. I don't know about you, but I'm watching sitcoms. I always kind of like to see the end where they're, you just see that they're human and they mess up and they do things, and it just gives me a good laugh. So thought I'd add that for your viewing pleasure. Here we are, and my new listing, and I'm so excited to show you guys because, again, if you're not quite ready, or if you're like, I like new construction, but I want a single family home, I don't necessarily want to have a neighbor, on my wall, this might be perfect for you. So again, this is a split foyer floor plan, and the reason it's called split foyer is if you see down there, that's like your foyer area, right? Like your entrance area, and the stairs go up to this level or down to your basement. So that's why it's called split foyer. I know, so creative. So right now, as I mentioned, we're by the front door, and I'm just going to swing around, and you see we have this really large sitting area. And this is your fireplace. It's actually, you can see through it on both sides. It's like those dual access fireplace. It is a wood burning fireplace. If you wanted to update that, you probably could. I mean, you can update anything you want for price, right? So you have this really large space, amazing large windows, and then you swing around here and you have your kitchen area right back here. I'm gonna back into it and I'll give you a better vantage point of that. And then we come around this way, you have like your dining room area. This can easily be used as an office or a workspace for your kids or whatever you need it to be. I mean, heck, if you want to make this a workout space, you could. You might even be able to expand this. I'm not sure. I'm not a contractor. Make sure you touch base with your contractor, because when you do take out walls, you want to make sure if it is or is not load bearing, right? So if you want to call us your own, make sure we do that before you just come in knocking down walls. Let's not do that. So right off the room and up the stairs, you have a closet area. The owners are still here, so I'm not going to open that, but because it just has some of their belongings here, of course, and I want to be respectful. But we're going to walk down here, down the hallway, and I'm going to take you into the very large primary bedroom. You're going to hear my voice echo because there's just so much space in here. And there are hardwood floors down here. You have 2 closets right here with their sliding doors, as you can see. And there's enough room in this room to put a king size bed, a queen, whatever fits your fancy. Now we're going to walk over this way to the back of the room, and you have your ensuite bathroom. So you have your shower and of course your toilet and sink and everything that you need right here in your room. So that makes it really cool. Now we're going to walk around here. We're going to leave the primary bedroom, and you have a full bath right here. And when you come in this bedroom, this is your second bedroom upstairs. So again, still a great amount of space. You can see it's pretty wide. This bedroom does not have an ensuite bathroom that's, connected to it, but you literally just walk outside right there and there's a bathroom. So when you come over here, you have your closet, and then you can even still see from back here how large your backyard is. So there's not, of course, access to the backyard from here, but you have a good amount of natural light in this bedroom as well. Let's take a look downstairs now. I wanted to give you a better view of the kitchen. So we are now in the kitchen, and as you can see, it's very wide. You have a ton of counter space, a ton of cabinets, everything that you need. If you want an island, I feel like there's enough space to add an island if you wanted to do that. And again, when you swing around here, you have your dining room. Now I'm going to show you something. Y'all bear with me. This might be cheesy, but these are the type of features that I love in houses that I feel like people don't catch. But see these blinds? I love these blinds so much. They're actually installed like in the door. See, fingers? So if you have little hands, they're not pulling and grabbing on anything and pulling on cords or putting their fingers in it. Or if you have pets, you're not worrying about pet hair or pets just doing weird things that pets do. Because you literally just do like that and open. It's the simple things, but simple things are what make it home, and I love that. And again, you have your pool right off the kitchen. So it's really cool that you can kind of sit here if you would like and just kind of enjoy your morning coffee and look outside and just kind of become zen before you take on the world. But I'm going to swing around so you just get a better view of everything here. You have a nice large kitchen. All these appliances, you have like Maytag, and you have beautiful appliances and everything. If you wanted to, you could make some updates to the kitchen, or it's ready for you to just come in and start cooking and have a great time. Again, to show you the fireplace from a different standpoint. So you have it right here, and it easily just goes through to your living room area. So that way, no matter what side you're sitting on, everybody can enjoy it, right? Cozy, love it. It's cold and there's a dog barking, so we're not gonna be out here long. But I wanted to show you the pool behind me, as you see. And if you love to garden or just want some space for your family or you and your kids or yourself or whomever, you want to make this your lady area, come on out here because the space just keeps going, right? I'm going to swing you around to this side so you can get a full understanding of the space back here. So, I mean, yeah, can't go wrong with this, right? Again, no HOA. This is yours. You can do what you want with it. perfect space if you love gardening or you just love outdoor activities. You can easily set up some more things out here if you want. You probably could even, like you have space back here if you want to set up something additional, like maybe I believe it's called a pagoda or a pergola. You can set that up right here. So it's a really nice space. And I know you can't really see in terms of like what yard maintenance it might require, but without the snow here, I don't think it's going to be too extensive. So that's nice. So now let's take a walk downstairs. Just came from, the kitchen area, so you can see that. So you're just gonna keep walking downstairs, and I'm gonna look down so I don't die. So here we are in the basement. As you can see, it is a very great space. I'm gonna show you this back room in a second, but I'm gonna swing around here. You have enough space right here. Like if you wanna use it like they're using it right now, you can set up a fridge right here, make this like a workspace. And then I'm gonna swing around over here, and you're gonna see where they have their laundry area. So you have your washer and dryer, and this room right here, and some tools as well. I mean, of course you can change this because it's gonna be your home, but just wanted to show you the space. And we're gonna walk around here. And you have this large area that can be used for like a family room or a TV or exercise or whatever. But wait, there's more. So we walk around here. I'm going to bring you in here, right? And you have your third bedroom. So this could be great if you have a teenager who is like in your space and you need to keep an eye on them, but you don't really want them in your face. This is a good room for them because they can have their own space down here in the basement. This could also be great if you want a playroom where you can close the door and you don't have to look at toys, or if you want some office space and you just need it kind of out of the way of everybody else, or if you just want to use it as a guest room. So really the sky's the limits and how you make this your own. But the cool thing is it's here, right? And then it has access to this basement level, and there is a bathroom down here. Now you might have thought that tour was over, but we're still in the basement, and guess what? There's more. So we're gonna walk down in here. Now in this room you have a closet. Again, I'm not gonna open it because for privacy reasons, I want to respect my sellers. And then I'm going to swing around here, and you have this really large space here. So this could be used as another bedroom. This also could be, I'm not a contractor, so I do not know, do not quote me on this, my friends. It is possible you might be able to convert this space to a single car garage. I'm not a contractor. I'm not a contractor. So do not quote me on that. But if you're like, oh my gosh, I love the house, I love everything about it, I don't necessarily need a fourth bedroom, but I would like a garage, this might be something that you could do. The reason I say that is because I'm going to show you over here. You have these sliding doors that literally go, okay, the snow is so bright, I can't find a good angle where I can show you, but this is actually your driveway right here. So that's why I mentioned if, after speaking to a contractor, it might be possible to make this into a garage. Not sure. But if you don't need that, great. Don't even worry about it because you have a large driveway, like I mentioned, plenty of parking space out on the street. And again, so just so you know, like I'm at one side of the room, and let me show you how large it is. It's very long. So the bathroom, I'm going to show you in a second, is just right outside of this. Okay, so now just to kind of give you a frame of reference, you have your front door here. Around this way, around that corner, you have the bedroom that I showed you. And then, again, this is your fridge and kind of your workspace or whatever you want to make it. And you have this larger bedroom over here. And then right here, I'm going to open the door. And you have a half bath. So, ton of space down here. Again, so you have 2 full bathrooms upstairs and 1 half bathroom down here. If you wanted to make this a full bath, there might be space, actually. If you want to make, I'm not a contractor, but you might be able to use some of this space if you wanted to make this a full bath. So I'm not a contractor, but something to kind of keep in mind if you're like, oh man, I just wanted a full bath in the basement. I do think there possibly, after speaking with the contractor, there might be room to do that in this property. There is one more detail that I wanted to make sure I covered and show you, is that you have a fireplace down here in the basement as well. So I feel like sometimes fireplaces are like an extinct thing, but in this property, they're not extinct. You have them, you can love them, make this your own on these cold winter days like we're kind of having right now. Just get that fireplace going and you're good to go. And you can't really see as well because it's really like kind of bright out, but you have lots of natural light right here as well in your basement. So I like that because sometimes basements can feel like, like dark and cold and like, I don't know, you're afraid something's gonna pop out, but you don't feel that way in this basement because you have this natural light coming in right here. You have windows, and then you have the access to outside by going in the other room that I just showed you. I mean, the basement itself gives you so much space. Again, you're gonna get over 2,000 square feet in this property, plus the fenced backyard, plus the pool, plus no HOA that you have to deal with and be micromanaged by. So there are so many things that you could do with this property. Now again, this one is priced at $440, and compared to the new construction, I mean, there's probably pros and cons to each depending on which way or what works well for you. But if you don't want as many stairs and many floors to deal with, a single family property like this one or this one could be perfect for you. So drop in the comments, of the two that we've seen, what would you prefer? Would you prefer like that new construction with a little more of the bells and whistles, or an older home, a well-loved lived-in home that has a lot of charm that you just need to move into and put some updates on it if you would like to call it your own? And again, the price points are different. So for the townhomes, those are starting around $485 and going into the mid fives. And those are 4 bedrooms, 3.5 baths. And this is 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, a little over 2,000 square feet. And this is priced at $440. So we've seen the best of both worlds. And I would love to know your thoughts on what do you like. Now, if both of the properties that we saw today, you're like, you know what, Brittany, I just not really feeling either of those, not a problem. Everything ain't for everybody, right? So drop in the comments, what would you like to see on these tours? My role is to show you as much of the DC, Maryland, and Virginia area that I can. And just stay tuned. Again, make sure you have your notifications on. Go ahead and turn those on and subscribe to the channel so that way you are staying in the loop of all good things DMV related and all things home related here in the DMV, because that's what we're talking about on this channel. Until next time, see ya. I'm not a contractor. I'm not a contractor. I'm not a contractor. I'm not a contractor.